crypto lifestyle, baby! COO Jayden Antonio and technical ambassador of Polkadot, we have CEO Ariel Ho. Crypto lifestyle, baby! Welcome back, my fellow crypto lifestyles, to yet another fire and informative live stream interview with a project that is ringing bells across this very industry and is currently causing some massive FOMO in the DeFi space. This project is a full-suite asset management solution for cross-chain crypto assets, which will allow the average Joe Blow to borrow, lend, and have direct access to cross-chain liquidity, all in a fully decentralized way. And of course, it's powered by the Polkadot network. We're talking about the gem of gems over here, boy. The one, the only Konomi Network. That's right. We will be sitting down with COO Jayden Antonio of the Konomi Network as he enlightens us all with his answers for your questions concerning this gem of a project. Hey man, what's up, Jayden? Thank you so much for making the time and making this interview happen and coming onto the program.
Hi Francis. Yeah, nice to be here to talk with you and to share the project with the crypto lifestyle community. I just saw like a super cool preview videos. Much appreciated.
Yes. Hey, my pleasure, man. You know, everybody, there's a lot of hype right now. People are excited for this, and I know you're launching soon in about a couple of days, and we're going to get into all of that, Jayden. But before we do, let me say hello to everybody in the live chat, because we are broadcasting live, right?
Hi guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say, okay, we got quite a number of people here right now. There should be surely more joining soon. We got Dev working as the admin there, doing a hard job there. He's doing a great job. We got Super Kitty. We have, wow, Camille, the chat's just going real fast, Jayden. I can't even read it. Who else we got here? Felix, everybody's here. We got about 130 people right now, Jayden. And as we go on, I could surely, I could see about 300 to 500 people here right now. So, Jayden,
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, no, there's, as I said, everybody's really excited for this project and this interview. And like you said, you've been doing a lot of EMAs in Telegram, and people would love to see your face and just, it's a different vibe, right? So they're excited. So Jayden, the first question is a very basic one, but after this we will niche down and get into more of the inner workings of the protocol in itself, right, Jayden? So so please give everyone a brief summary of the Konomi Network, what it is rather, and then from there we'll actually get into much more detailed questions thereafter.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I can just explain why is Konomi Network in the simplest and most layman terms. I mean, like
Yes.
we are going to build like a cross-chain finance infrastructure for the Polkadot ecosystem. So we are developing a decentralized liquidity and money market protocols for the Polkadot ecosystem. So we started this project October last year. So the vision of this project at the beginning of the establishment is to enable the financial applications on Ethereum to seamlessly connect to the Polkadot ecosystem and provide the user with a complete asset management experience, like from liquidity protocols to lending markets, as well as the management of the ecosystem assets. Because we choose a Polkadot for several reasons. I mean, like Polkadot has like more application scenarios which are different from Ethereum's in terms of of governance and the parity auction due to its better, I would say, better base layer performance. I mean, like everybody has enough with Ethereum. We look at all these applications on Ethereum, like none of them is near the in terms of user experience, like none of the project is near to any application in the fiat world. I think most of you guys have to agree with me for this. So because of the high gas fee, the slow transaction speed, like everybody has to bear with it. So I think Polkadot seems to be like a perfect solutions to this because of the brilliant structure of the relations with the parachains. And it allows like cross-chain transactions. It has like a much higher transaction speed. For now, I think the gas fee is going to be super low, but as the capacity increase or the models, maybe the gas fee is going to be a little bit higher, but we will see how it goes. Yeah. So that's why like we should do this project Polkadot because we believe that Polkadot will allow us to fulfill our visions. Yeah, to be like a cross-chain finance infrastructures. Yeah. So that's basically like a quick summary of our projects and why we are doing this project.
No, no, very great detail there. Thank you so much, Jayden. You know, it's like I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with other projects, but like what you just stated there, it's true, right? Ethereum has, well, it does have the most dApps, right? So the most action is there. Gas is just ridiculous. It's actually redonkulous, actually, not even ridiculous. It's just crazy. I think to send one transaction of you know, across the Ethereum network, it's going to cost you more to fill a gas tank, like your car gas tank. So gas on Ethereum costs more, at least here in Canada. I think the last one I did was $60, and to fill up my gas tank is $45. Okay.
Yeah,
So
correct. I mean, like Ethereum is like very unfriendly to users with small transactions. I mean, the gas fee could be like more than what they want to transact. I mean, okay, Ethereum is good. It's good for those big whales. They transact large amounts of asset at one time. So I mean, the proportion of the gas fee is insignificant.
yeah,
But for small investors, yeah, for small traders, it's just super unfriendly for them.
I hate those whales, but some people say I'm a whale, so I
Yeah.
don't know. You know, but okay, that's all cool, man. So listen, Jayden, you know, everybody, there's a great interest for, you know, lending and borrowing in the DeFi space, right? And there are some current, you know, projects that are already doing this live on the market. My question to you is, Jayden, and I'm sure I can speak for a lot of people out there, what separates Konomi from, say, you know, Aave lending and Compound?
Oh yeah. Like a lot of people is comparing us with like Aave and a Compound. Yeah, because I mean, like in terms of functionality, we are like pretty similar to them. All of us are doing like pool landings, but there are yeah difference. I mean, it's not bad to be the Compound or Aave for the Polkadot ecosystem, right? So I mean, there is a need for such products. They say if we can be like the first product ready lending products in the ecosystem, that would be something great for us. I mean, like in short terms, we don't mind to be like a Aave or Compound for the Polkadots, but for long term, yeah, we would like to make a difference because let's come back to the previous question. That's why we are choosing Polkadot because
Hmm.
we have like more rooms to maximize our potentials to develop more financial derivatives in futures. Yeah, so that's our long-term goals. We would like to make a really difference, but for now, I think we still have some difference. Yeah, we make a difference in terms of our collateral, make a difference in terms of our interest rate, and most importantly, with our liquidation models. Yeah, so we have actually published in-depth analysis of our liquidation models on our Medium. Please do feel free to check out our Medium articles. Yeah, you get
Hmm.
everything there. Yeah, you will see the beauty of Konomi and why it's so different from I'm not saying so different. Why is it different from Polkadot or from Compound or Aave? Then you see we are like a unique gem. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've actually done a video on
Mhm.
Konomi, and it's much more than just lending and borrowing. It could get somewhat technical, right?
Yeah,
So the Medium articles
yeah,
help a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I just do a little bit add on the previous questions because besides of lending, we also have like a AMM modules, the swap modules. We
Hmm.
didn't really do a lot of marketing over these swap modules, yeah, because for now I think our main focus is still on the lending modules, but it will be like super cool if we can connect these swap modules with the lending modules.
Yes.
Can you imagine like you have a product that has compound and also
Hmm.
as
That is
well
crazy.
as Uniswap? Yeah, it's going to be like crazy because you can develop or add a lot of like more user scenarios. Yeah, because like people can swap first, then they
Hmm.
can land. It's kind of like add a leverage to the trade. So
Right.
that's going to be like a difference there. So why it's impossible on Ethereum? Nothing is impossible. Why is it not done on Ethereum? It's because of the performance of Ethereum, for other chain. Since we are
Right.
doing like an independent chain, I think we do have the rooms of the scalabilities to get it done.
Absolutely, absolutely. You bring up some great points there. And
Yeah.
since we're on this topic, Jayden, this is a very similar question. It's a little bit of a different variation, but very similar. If you don't mind me asking, from
Mm-hmm.
one of our community members, it comes from Crypto Beast, and he asks,
Mm-hmm.
why should people utilize Konomi over Aave? And I know it's similar, but it's a little bit different. And what makes them better? So essentially, he's asking, why should people use Konomi to invest, trade, and/or manage their assets over the competition that's already out there? And I know it's similar to what we just went over, but a little bit different. So he's just asking, why should they use Konomi and not Avi?
Oh yeah. I got it. Actually, I mean, like the question is a little bit similar, but we depended. But okay, I can still answer that. So, like first of all, I would say it because of the performance of Polkadot. If I keep on mentioning about this, though, definitely has a less gas fee and higher transaction speed, which ultimately give the user a better experience, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, and secondly, I would say, I mean, for Avis, it doesn't really like support like cross-chain assets, right? Because like you don't have BTCs on Aave, you have like wrap BTC, but it's not a BTC. Yeah, I mean, for us, we can support like cross-chain crypto assets in future. I think that's really make a huge difference between Konomis and Aave or Compound.
Absolutely, absolutely. It comes down to that all the time.
Yeah,
Scalability, transaction costs, right? That's a big deal, And
yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, Jayden. Obviously, you're the expert here. So is it possible for you guys to actually, since it's cross chain, you could also sort of like connect people like users on the Polkadot network to Compound and Aave, or is that something that's not the case? So what I'm saying is,
Yes, yes,
what
we
I'm saying
can.
is, Jaden, sorry, what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be why Avi, why Konomi, why Compound, right? I think what Polkadot does is it actually unites all blockchains, right, and brings them together, and they make something super, super fantastic, right? Instead of being divided by just this blockchain and that blockchain. But again, correct me if I'm wrong here, please.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you're absolutely right about what you said just now. Like, if you look at the Polkadot ecosystem, if especially you look at the projects in the ecosystem, like we are all like a big families. Like we don't really seems to be like a rivalry or competitors. Like we walk around with each other. We have a lot of great partnership with a lot of Polkadot ecosystem projects. That's because like yeah, we can like connect with each other and to like elevate the ecosystem, I would say. So I mean,
Mhm.
of course, for us, we can like connect to Ethereum through a bridge. That's why we have like announced our latest partnership with Darwinias. That they will be providing us with the bridge solutions to other public chains. So maybe we can be like I don't know, maybe like a partners with Compound in
Yeah,
future instead
exactly,
of
exactly.
competitors.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
that's what it should be about, man. I just think that you just achieve so much more when you partner up with them and not having this notion of being competitive. I always say this: we should be, we should feel special that we actually have the blockchain as a secondary economy for us to use and eliminate the middlemen. Why fight with each other when the banks are laughing at us, right? That's what they want, right? The banks are
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
it don't make sense to me. So this is something that I've always wondered, right? So again, the current lending protocols out there, they're in the billions when it comes to market capitalization. So clearly there's extreme value there, and clearly there's extreme interest there. I just want to know from a personal perspective here, right? What's your opinion on this? Why are people so drawn in to these lending and borrowing? And I know one can make a very strong argument that it's for, if you borrow against your asset in most countries, and I'm not a financial advisor, but it is non-taxable. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons, or if maybe you can enlighten us here further. Why do people are so drawn
Uh,
in?
yeah. People are pretty drawn into DeFi over the past 2 years. I mean, since 2020, I would say there are some reasons behind it. Like the tax could be one of the reasons, as we have mentioned. Yeah. Then another reason could be that I mean, like like all the DeFi user really hates all the bankings, all the centralized financial institution,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like they don't know what they are going to do with their assets once they pass their assets to all these institutions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's could be the reason because of the transparency of blockchain. So that's why people are like willing to use Compound or use the device. Yeah, is even though like the transaction fee is this high. Yeah, it's because of the transparency and the lack of trust for centralized institution. Yeah, another reason could be with the markets. Yeah, because we are on a bullish market now. So
Yeah.
like more people they are like joining DeFi. They are trying to explore about blockchains and DeFi. Yeah, but when it goes to like bear markets, I don't know. Maybe the lockdown values will be going down. Like there will be lesser users because you look at the Aave compound. They are now to like release in 2020 or
Yeah.
2021. They are released back in like 2017, 2018. Back at that point
Big
of
time.
time, there are not many users. They are not
Yeah.
their TVL is not as high as now. But
Yeah.
you look at what's happening now. Yeah, they have a super high TVL. I think.
Oh, I think we lost you, Jayden. We might have lost Jayden momentarily, guys. Let's hold up and see what happens. He might come back. In the meantime, as we wait for Jayden, I can most certainly take some questions in the live chat. All right. So let's wait for him. Jayden, are you there? Okay, guys, we're going to wait for him and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm here. We got 452 people here. The chat's still going bonkers. You guys are crazy. As I try to sort this out with Jayden, I will definitely be communicating with you guys thus far. And do let me know, what's your thoughts on this, right? What do you guys think? Why are people so drawn into lending and borrowing in the DeFi space? And Jayden is back. Jayden, are you there? We are live.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. I think I had disruption.
It's all good. I got
like
you,
10 to 15 seconds. Yeah.
I got you covered, man. I'm a pro at this. It's okay. No worries, Jayden. Jayden, actually, let me just say hello to everybody in the live chat here. We got about 445 people here, Jayden. Very excited. Once again, we do got, oh my God, I can't even read this. A super chat from Nate McBride. $5 super chat. Audio's on point, TCL, baby. Yeah, I had to fix that from the last one, guys. Again, Jayden, I don't know if you could look at the live chat, but it is really fast. I can't read anything right now. To my professor, if you don't mind taking some questions for me and sending it into Telegram, I'll most certainly, take that that way, because I can't read that. I'm getting it's almost like a seizure just trying to watch it. Okay. So look, Jayden, I know there's a term called multi-chain money market that Konomi used on their website and in their white paper. And even for the more, hardcore fanatic DeFi person or somebody who uses lending and borrowing, they're probably not used to that terminology. Do you mind explaining to us what is multi-chain money market, please?
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple. Actually, I've already mentioned about it in the previous questions. Like, what's multi-chain money market? Basically, it's a money market that supports assets across different public chains. For example, like we can support assets on BSCs, on Ethereum, on Tron, yeah, EOS, or yeah, other public chains. So that's what we are going to. Then that's the vision of this entire project. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe this is only available because you're on Polkadot.
Yeah, well, it's available because on Polkadot. I'm not saying just because we are on Polkadot. It's also available on Cosmos, because Cosmos, they also support cross-chain, right? They also support cross-chain transactions. But the reason we choose a Polkadot over a Cosmos is because of the I would say it's because of the balance between scalability and security. Because like Cosmos, they also have like a very good scalability because they support cross-chain transactions, and they are more mature compared to Polkadot. But they have some security issues, I would say, because that could be my personal opinions. But
Right.
I believe that Polkadot has a better security in terms of the entire structure, because of the relation plus parachain structure. It's something that's really brilliant.
Yes. No, they really do solve everything, Jayden. They solve the scalability, the security, and the cost for transactions. So, and to know the CTO Gavin Wood, who was the he was the chief operating officer for Ethereum. He's the guy behind Polkadot. So you gotta love everything about this entire ecosystem, man. You really do. So good choice by taking the Polkadot network. Yeah. Okay. So that brings us to our second community question here, and that's from Alejandro Gonzalez. Is Konomi going to use the crowd loan functionality to collect dots? And if yes, what incentives will be given to the community in exchange? If they are, what percentage of tokens will be given? So he's pretty much asking if you're going to be doing any crowd loan and if you're going to contest for a parachain, I believe. That's his question.
Yes, we are definitely going to contest for for parachains, because as I mentioned just now, we are like an independent chain project. I mean, it's important to secure a parachain so we can make sure that our mainnets could go alive as soon as possible. So probably we'll be going for the first batch of parachain auction, even though that the cost might be crazy or might be some big numbers, like estimated it could be as high as like more than $3 million. So that's why we need to get support from the community. So we have been building a crowdfunding module over the past weeks, but it's still under development. Probably I'll get it done before the auctions goes live, so we can get support from the community to support us for the upcoming auctions. Of course, there will be incentive given to the communities who support us. I mean, like if you take a look at our tokenomics, they have reserved about 15% of the entire token supplies to use as a platform incentive. I mean, like if you personally lock their doors with us, yeah, and help us to secure the parachain auctions, of course, there will be a reward. We will give them like a higher return rate. That could be like more than I would say more than normal dot stakings on exchanges or on other like DeFi platforms. So that's the whole logic behind the crowdfunding modules. And we also have some big holders as our investors. We just closed a 5 million rounds of 5 million fundraising. So we have like investors from all over the world. Some of them, they are big DOT holders. They probably saw us that they will be supporting us for the upcoming auctions.
Very interesting stuff. And there's also a backup plan to be a power thread, right? If need be.
Yes. I mean, power thread is like a backup plan. It's more like a use based on demand. So basically it's like a share parachain. You share this parachain with other projects. You pay as you use it. But the problem with parachain is that, okay, of course, the scalability, the capacity is not as good as a parachain.
Gotcha.
Then another thing is that we just got a news from Paris saying that, okay, the first parachain will be available after a few months after the first parachain. So let's say if the parachain is in mid-June, if we don't get it, we're going for a parachain, which could be like a few months, maybe like 3 to 4 months after June. That could be like, I don't know, maybe October or November. So in a sense that you could delay the launch of our mainnet if we want to use the parachain. But if we cannot secure a parachain, I mean, it's a good backup solutions to go. Like people are asking us to like migrate to. Do we have the idea to migrate to other public chains, or do you have the idea to develop on Kusama? But for now, I think we are still focusing on Polkadot. So we'll be trying our best for the upcoming auctions. If we don't get a parachain, but we will go for a parachain. But we are confident that we could be the first batch of parachains owners. I'm not the first chain, but the first batch.
Gotcha. As long as the process for parachains, I think it's supposed to be Q1, as long as it doesn't turn into Ethereum 2.0. We've been hearing about Ethereum 2.0 for like 2 years. So I hope it doesn't carry on that far, but you know what I mean? I'm just joking there. One thing that did cross my mind just now as you were breaking that down for us, Jayden, if you could tell me, because you would know much better than myself, right? In order to become a parachain, does it have anything to do with your development? Sorry about that. Your development, how actually far you have reached in development, or is it based off of your community contributions, or a mix of both, right? Because what I'm getting to is this. Say there's a project, like say like the Plasm Network, Akalo, whatever, these projects that's been developing for quite some time, and they have reached such great milestones in terms of developing, but yet their community isn't as strong, so they're not getting those crowd loans being filled up to capacity. Is that going to be a problem for parachain contestants?
Yes, I would say it's a mix of both. Like even if you get a parachain, then if you have a problem with connecting parachain to real chain, then it doesn't work, right?
Exactly.
So I mean it's a mix of both. Okay, first of all, you need to get like, support from the communities and to have like the dots to secure the chains to win the auctions. Okay, that's the I would say the fundamental things. Then after that, okay, you need to have a solid development team that can help you to integrate the parachains into the relation. That's why for Konomi we are applying substrate builder programs. So we're going to do a pitch with the parity team after the IDOs. So under this substrate builder programs, we will build several new project products, I would say. But most importantly, they will be guiding us through the connections. So they'll be helping us with the parachains connections and once it's ready, and we're also planning to do maybe a Rococo first before the actual parachain is alive. The reason why we didn't do it now is because it's still pretty unstable. It has been restarted twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, once the Coco is stable, then we will be like applying for integrating to the Rococo testnet. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I actually had Soda on. I don't know if you're familiar with him. Plaza Network, really good guy as well. Great project, just like yourself here. I'm just gonna say hello to the live chat over here. All right, guys. So once again, do give me your questions here. I'm so sorry I can't really go one by one. All right, this is not that type of live stream. They're still chatting away over here, Jayden. And by the way, guys, don't forget to like this live stream. And if you're new here, make sure you do subscribe and also hit that bell notification button as well. You know, here at the Crypto Lifestyle, we do, you know, these types of live streams with quality projects, but we mainly seek and sort out pre-sale opportunities with the top-notch Web3 grant Polkadot projects that gives us the best price before they go live and hit the markets, just like the Konomi Network. So if that sounds interesting to you, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button as well. Okay, Jayden, so that brings us to my other question here, which is, I believe you have 3 products. Is it Konomi Lend, Konomi Trade, and Konomi Wallet? Could you please explain them for us in concession, please, starting with whichever one you would like to.
Yes. I mean, for Konomi Trade, of course, we would like to allow users to access to liquidity for assets in the Polkadot ecosystem. Yeah, you also support smart contracts-based liquidity protocols starting with constant product automated market makers, which I have introduced just now. User could also connect to the decentralized wallets to the protocol and trade with immediate on-chain execution. Since the platform is decentralized, user could trade the long-tail assets without any restriction. Yeah, I mean for Konomi Land, it is the most unique and the core part of the project. Yeah, so it basically is a decentralized money market for user to borrow and lend assets. Yeah, the product is currently based on a collateral debt position model. Yeah, it is an important milestone for the crypto assets because to have compound.
Sorry about that.
Wow, wow, cool. Yeah, it's yeah, it's good. It's
Sorry
good.
about
There's some
that.
really cool stuff. Yeah. I mean, for the Colombia land or for our lending module, we are like the first project that got grants from Web3 Foundations through a pool lending modules. Of course, there are projects that are working on pool lendings, but we are kind of like the first project that got the grants. Yeah. So
Mhm.
on top of that, yeah. For our two pool lending modules, currently we are doing a variable interest rate. I mean, in future, we would like to develop more products, for example, like a fixed interest rate lending modules for stable coin. Yeah, we could probably apply another grant from Web3 Foundations for
Nice.
that.
Nice.
We have been also working some ideas on NFTs. Yeah, so in future we would like to think it's possible like we can make an NFT as a collateral to supply into the pools. Yeah, so that could be something really interesting. That we have
For
also held
sure.
an AMS with my neighbor Alice, which is a super cool NFT project, and we have announced that yes, we'll be working on this in future together. So yeah, that's something about our landing modules. Yeah, so I mean for Colomi wallets, yeah, like people are asking like okay, why are you building your own wallets? Of course, like I mean, it's not something that we prioritize the most for now because there are like many existing wallets that can be
Right.
used. But you know that most of the wallets they are ERC20s. Yeah, so when it comes to Polkadot, of course, there are projects that are doing wallets, but not as many as ERC20's wallets.
Mhm.
So that's why we started this idea of developing our own wallet. Because it also can have more functions, yeah, because it's under our controls to do it. So basically it helps to like aggregate the users position in decentralized wallet and to manage the active position in the different protocols. That's something that's really unique and different from existing wallets. Yeah, so that's why we are doing it, even though it
Absolutely.
seems to be redundant or unnecessary. Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So there you have it, guys. You know, it's much bigger than just lending and borrowing, right? They got an array of different products. Highly recommend you guys head on over to Konomi.network and check it out. Read the white paper and also watch this live stream about 2-3 times because you learn and pick up new things after you watch it for the second and third time. And I get that YouTube watch time as well. Um, okay, so let's head on over to the live chat here. I got a question here from Sharal. Sharal says, what is the role of the PayPal advisor, Jonathan Padilla, on the Konomi team? What sort of advice or guidance is he providing you guys? Very good question.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's a good question. Like JP has joining us as advisor since last December. Yeah, so we have some signals to the public, I think. So yeah,
Hmm.
first of all, like JP will be helping us for the connection with the academy world because he's also like the founder of the blockchain club in Stanford. Yeah, so he will be able to help us to connect our teams with some researchers in the universities. So build up a bridge between economies and other academy world in the States. So yeah, that's one area he's helping us. Another area he's helping us is that he will help us to connect ourselves with traditional finance from the fiat world. Yeah, he works as
Awesome.
a kind of like a bridge because yeah, eventually we believe that the users still come from traditional finance, right?
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we are like super open to explore more synergies between blockchain or DeFi's and traditional finance. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome stuff there. No, thank you. He's definitely going to bring a different element and dynamic to the team for sure. Definitely. We do have another one here from Mike Ferrier. How are you doing, Mike? Thank you for the question. What decentralized Oracle solution will Konomi use?
Wow, wow. No, interesting question. I mean,
Hmm.
as a money market, like you know how important Oracle is, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
so for now, you see there's like a lot of projects that's working on oracles in the Polkadot ecosystem. That we do have like announced our partnership with Paralinx a couple of weeks ago. However, like their product is still under development, I would say. So I'm not sure when it's going to be product ready. Probably it will take another couple of bumps to go. So for now, actually, we develop our own oracle using a substrate option worker. It works perfectly for now. So yeah, and it will be used for our testnet. I mean, in future, of course, we would like to work with the other projects there who can support us with oracles. Yeah, tomorrow, I think Monday, you guys
Awesome.
will hear some big news from us.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I do not
Okay.
want to reveal it now. Yeah, so
Hmm.
you hear some good news from us that we're going to be integrate really good with a really good Oracle projects.
I
Yeah,
think I know who.
so please
I,
stay
I
tuned.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah,
it out there.
please.
No, no. Okay. No, I'm
Yeah,
really looking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure, Jayden. We got one last community question I took down here, then we'll carry on. So this is from Citus T, who's building me a beautiful website, by the way. Thank you so much, Citus. Could you please tell us how the Konomi collateral and liquidation model work? Is it going to be a similar strategy that current market leaders are using? If yes, how do you differentiate Konomi from direct competitors like Aave, Compound? Well, okay, forget the last part because we went over that, but he's talking about the liquidation model, if it's going to be similar.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, sure. By the way, I have a little bit add on to the previous question
Sure.
regarding to the Oracle parts. Yeah,
Please do. Please
so
do.
let me just share a little. Let me just share a little bit more. That's why
Mm,
the reason why we are having AMM modules with the lending module is because I mean, if the liquidity for the AMM module is good, that means the AMM module itself can work as the oracles, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
To feed the price. And
Right, right.
so that's the beauty of the project. You can also like integrate with the existing Oracle to give like a more optimized or time-weighted average price. So in a sense, we have like a more solutions or more optimized solutions for the price feed. So that could be like the beauty of the project. So now
Interesting.
let's move on to the next
Hmm.
question. So yeah, he's asking about our liquidation models. Yeah, as
Great
FA, we have
question.
like a very in-depth analysis on medians. Please feel free to rate. So just to make it simple, I would say like most of the liquidation models, they only like use mathematics models. So, yeah. So for us, like we have like a super strong economy research team due to our background. Like some of my members, they are from traditional finance. Like recently, we also on board a PhD in finance, yeah, and economy. So he's helping us to build up all these models. Yeah, we'll get his profile on our website as soon as possible. Yeah, so based on our liquidation model, the unique part is that we make a combination of mathematics model and we also like wait or trying to like how do I say it? Let me think how do I put
Nope,
it?
take your
It's a little
time.
bit technical here.
No
So
problem.
I try to like make it like more layman terms. So it's not just about purely about mathematics model. The mathematics model take about like I would say like 60 to 70% of
Okay.
the models. Yeah. Besides that, yeah, we also weights or different factors, like for each factors, of course, all the factors they are built by mathematics model. We run a lot of like simulations for different assets over the past few years. Yeah, but for the factor itself, it's adjustable. That's the beauty. So
Yeah.
since the factor is adjustable, then it's more flexible. Like it could handle events like the black swan events better.
Right.
So it's like a mathematical model that is more flexible. As the weight for the all factors is adjustable. Yeah.
Is there any way you can implement something to mitigate a risk for being liquidated in that regard? Any sort of new ideas or protocols or mechanisms in place? Have you guys thought of that for the liquidation process?
You mean like to completely avoid liquidation?
Well, yeah, well, not completely avoid, but just any sort of new sort of like, experiment, I guess it's, like if you're trying out something new, because I think some people do have issues with that in the, the current protocols that are doing that. Again, it's just something I just threw out there. I don't know if that's possible or what, but yeah.
Yeah. I think that is it's a very good like suggestions or feedback. That's something that I could discuss with our
Yeah.
economy teams. Then we see how we can work out something on that. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Fair enough.
But yeah, yeah,
Go
just a
ahead.
little bit add on here. So, but for us, I mean, like we won't liquidate the user's asset without informing them. I know it's happening on
Right,
some
right.
platforms. They just like automated liquidate the user's assets without informing them. For us, like we will constantly like the system will like automatic monitor their health status. So once they reach certain threshold, I mean, we'll send warnings to them. They will know that they're probably going to be liquidated, so they can
Perfect.
take their actions. Yeah,
Perfect, perfect, right. Okay, good stuff. So
yeah.
this is a very interesting question here and feature, right? So this is something that's very unique to the Polkadot network. So how does Konomi plan to use the XCMP feature for cross-chain assets? And if you don't mind, if possible, give us a practical example on the cross-chain messaging passing in regards to how it will be utilized within the Konomi protocol.
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, you guys have to know like what is the XMP like. Even though it's not completely live now, but it's
Mm,
actually kind of like usable on Rococo.
right.
Yes, I think like the present they have like successfully connect with Akala through the XMP, right?
Mhm,
I think it's quite recent,
mhm.
but it's still a little bit different. So basically for XMP, yeah, it allows like parachains to communicate each other without going through the relay chain. But for now, for Rococo, you will go through relay chain for now. But in futures, you won't even go through the relay chain. So it makes the structure even more efficient because for relay chains, it only has to like in charge of the securities and the validations. So for cross chain messaging, it's just like all parachains can directly communicate with each other.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, good
So
stuff.
so 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 in their case, let's say like for example, like Konomi's will just give a like a quick example. Okay, it's nothing official.
Sure, sure.
So if you want to use a EVM, we can just connect with like let's
Right.
say Moonbeams or is there
You're
another
talking about the
parachains
virtual
to
machine?
you to
The virtual machine is
yeah,
what
yeah,
you're...
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha.
yes, correct. So we can just connect with directly with their parachains. Yeah, so in a sense, that it makes the entire ecosystem more lively and opens up more possibilities.
Very, very great answer. Thank you so much there, Jayden.
Yeah.
Love it, bro. Love it, man. You're doing really good here. Sometimes I interview people and it's like, I gotta try to pull their teeth there, but you're doing a really good job. So thank you so much. I got a very interesting question here coming from one of our community members here, Vlado. Okay. And this is something that really interests me as well. So, Jayden, I speak to a lot of project owners, a lot of co-founders and all these things. And, for the most part, they promote themselves as decentralized. We are decentralized. That's really in the most case, well, I should say in half the cases, that's their storefront. They're really decentralized storefront, but behind the scenes, they're a little bit more centralized than what meets the eye. So our community member over here, Valdo, if I could just pull up the graphic, he says, where is it? Sorry, guys. Right here. So Valdo asks, hi, here are my questions. Is Konomi fully decentralized? Is there risk of any sort of centralization?
Wow, that's interesting questions here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So like I mean like frankly speaking, I don't know the definition of fully decentralized now,
right.
but
Right.
I won't say like we are fully decentralized. Like honestly, we are not fully
Thank
decentralized
you.
at the moment.
Yeah,
I believe the
yeah,
same goes to other project where we only
exactly.
reach like a certain level of decentralized, right?
Right.
like, what's the definition of fully decentralized? It's still like kind of like debatable, I would say.
Yes,
But
definitely.
yes, we'll try to be like as decentralized as possible. Yeah. So is there any risk of being centralized? Um, I don't really see like some potential risk for now due to the level of decentralization we have at the moment. Yeah, but the if we break it down into like a proportion or percentage, I would say like we are like I don't know, like 80 or 90% decentralized, maybe with like 10% centralized, but the 10% doesn't have any risk for now, I would say. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for your honesty, right? It's all about
Yeah.
transparency. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then
Yeah.
that's a good point, right? It's like, what is the definition of fully decentralized? Is it when you don't have access to the admin keys, right? A lot of people talk about centralization and DeFi in terms of, do you have control over, say, like, liquidity? Do you have control over certain things, right? If you burn the admin keys, then you don't have all of that. And then there's other areas as well we could discuss. But yeah, no, you're right. It's very hard. I don't think there's not many DeFi projects out there that are 100% decentralized, right? There are a few that I know of, but yeah, no, you're right. So thank you so much for that honest answer there. Appreciate that. Okay. So let's talk about the Konomi token, Jayden. Very interesting stuff here. What is it, a MacGyver knife? Does it have different use cases? Please break that down for us if you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Just like give a quick intro of our token utilities. For Konomi's token, the name is known as Kono. Yeah, we will. It has like several functions, including like support decentralized governance, which is something that we are building. We are building our governance module. It will be live on our testnet. I don't know, maybe in mid of Q2 based on our current development progress. So yeah, the user or the holders of Kono, they have the right to participate in the votings to change the parameters of the smart contracts. For example, like the transaction fee burdens, yeah, the liquidity mining ratios, etc. On top of that, you also have it's also like a platform incentive that we have
Hmm.
mentioned just now. We reserve 15% of the total token supply to use as a incentive for the platforms to encourage the users to kickstart our cold liquidities, I would say. Yeah. So basically we reward them for like the parachain auctions and also
Right.
like other events. Yeah. On top of that, of course, we're also building our staking modules. For the staking modules, it will be done in Q3 based on our roadmaps, but we'll try to get it done in Q2.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
We're going to take a live question here, Jayden, if you don't mind. So we got a question here from,
sure.
from Meninho. What's up, Meninho? Hope you're doing great. Thank you for your question. Do you have any plans to attract non-crypto people to Konomi? What are the plans to increase awareness about Konomi Network around the non-crypto space? Is that an area of interest or focus for you guys?
Yeah, that could be like a focus for us in long term. I think that's the reason why we have like Jonathan to onboard as our advisor. Like he could be like someone who can assist us in this area because of his like strong backgrounds in the traditional
Mhm.
finance. Yeah,
Good
as I
point.
mentioned just now, he could be a bridge between the crypto to the fiat world. And on top of that, of course, we will be doing some marketing campaigns, yes, to promote our projects in the fiat world. Actually, we have been working with some traditional finance media,
Hmm.
especially in China. Yeah, we work with some traditional finance media to get our articles to be published on their websites or their media channels. So just to let the people to know more about, like, we don't really like promote our projects. We do articles like introducing Polkadot, introducing like what is DeFi, even though it's written by our team members. So just to give the non-crypto guys an idea, like what is blockchain going to be like, and why is
Yeah.
the crypto going to be like. So that's what we have done before we started this project. Like personally for myself, I've been also applying for the Polkadot community ambassadors.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, try to like promote the Polkadot ecosystem, not just about our projects, but it's more about the entire ecosystem in
Absolutely.
some online and offline events. Yeah, So that's what we are doing, like trying to connect the crypto world with the fiat world and to get more people from the fiat world to be involved in the crypto space.
I think that question should be directed to me because that's more so my job, right?
Yeah.
Is to show everybody the power of decentralized finance. And there was a fiasco that took place not too long ago, Jayden. You might have heard about it. That whole thing with GameStop in the states there. How
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So I think that now open up the eyes to people about, whoa, okay, well, we got a problem with the fiat currency. It's inflating. That's a problem. And that's why people like, Bitcoin as a hedge. Those who aren't fully invested into crypto, like myself, but they're from the traditional world, like Michael Saylor, right? They'll put a percent or two of their balance sheet into Bitcoin. But now it's like, well, hey, we got a problem bigger than just the fiat currency that's inflating. It's the centralization, the centralized nature of our economy, right? Clearly, we just saw that with GameStop. So I think it's people like myself who has to kind of like do that end. You guys are like the ones who are building the product, and it's me to explain what this product is, and try to make it digestible for the average Joe, because it could be confusing, right? Like try to explain a automated market maker to somebody from the stock world. They're lost. They're lost, right? Like liquidity pools, they don't know what the hell that is. They're used to order books, right? So basic things like that. And to try to explain to them DeFi lending and
Yeah.
borrowing, good luck. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'll say
Yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jayden. So how's your roadmap looking like in terms of your development? What phase are you at right now, and what can we expect in terms of developing in the near future?
Oh, yes, yes, yeah. Actually, we have changed our roadmap a little bit. If you take a look at our previous roadmap, we are seeing that we're going to launch our testnet in Q1, early Q1 this year, but we have postponed the launch of our testnet, which I also informed the community about it. The reason is because like we really want to like make our liquidation model more solid, because that's the beauty of our lending project. That's what makes us different from Compound Aave, at least for now. So we have done that. We have finalized everything for our liquidation model for now. I also have implemented it into the pool lending modules. We have also done our own oracles. So I mean, down the road we are going to launch our testnet in about like 2 to 3 weeks times. We will do it by invitation first, yeah, because uh, it's still like a pretty early stage, alpha version. So we are not sure like what's going to be like if there's like a huge influx of user. So that's why we are going to do it by invitation for now.
Sure.
Subsequently, we'll open more space for to the users. Yeah. So besides that, as you mentioned just now, we are working on the governance module, which is likely to be done in mid Q2 together with the crowdfunding modules. I know a lot of people are concerned about like when is mainnet going to be live, and then
Hmm.
what kind of like crypto asset are you going to support for the
Hmm.
mainnet. Yeah, I can't answer this question right now because we don't know like when is Polkadot going to be live. I mean, we have to wait until Polkadot itself is live, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because it has been like delaying for some times. But based on my own prediction, I think it's going to be live somewhere in May or June.
Yeah.
They will have the first parachute auctions. Then well, I mean the launch of our mainnet is closely associated with the launch of the Polkadot mainnet. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Jayden, quick rapid fire live question here from Harish with the super chat 800 $88.88. Thank you so much, Harish. He asks, we are entering an NFT mania. Could NFTs be used as collaterals within your project? I think you mentioned something about NFTs earlier in this interview. Was that along those lines for collateral, or is that?
Yes, yes, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
like it's like super exciting things for us. Yeah, like you mentioned just now, we are entering a NFT mania, which
Big
I
time.
completely agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we try to like the team is trying to explore more synergies between DeFi's and also as well as the NFTs. So that's why we have been talking with some of the NFT projects regarding to partnership or corporations. Yeah, because we really like to bring some financial values to the NFT besides trading itself.
Hmm.
So that's why we would like to support NFT as a collateral in future. But I mean, it's not so easy. It's easier to say than get it done. Yeah, because I mean, the mathematics behind NFT is different compared to normal tokens. So
Absolutely.
there are a lot of like yeah, calculations and mathematics model that has to be built, and then most importantly, it has to be simulated and try, because like none of the projects is working on this. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're kind of like pioneers in this area. So yeah, so we have to do a lot of like testings or simulations, yeah, to like verify so yeah our models. It could
Mhm.
take pretty long times. Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's definitely an area that we're going to work on.
I think it's what's it? The NFTs are ERC 721 tokens. If you guys were to come up with a different one on Polkadot, that'll be the first of its kind, along with the lending and borrowing. I think it'll be a huge success. And Jayden, we do have another super chat from Kosa, $14.99. Thank you so much. This person gave us a kiss. I don't know if that's for you or for me, but either way, we'll take it. Okay, so thank you so much for that super chat
Hopefully
kiss.
it's for me.
It could be, man. I think so. Okay, so what else we got here? We got another one here from Credo. Thank you for the $100 super chat. Trend Center, BHB, hashtag TCL family. Right on. Now, we're actually going to come back over here, and I'm going to ask you a community question from Shayo that I took down here beforehand. And Shayo asks, hello, loving the project. Quick question about iOS and Android. Any plans on the roadmap to implement, I think he meant to say implement and or access the Kono protocol via smartphones?
Well, yeah. I mean, for Konomi, of course, it will be launched as a web first, but in future, of course, we do have the have the plan to launch on iOS or Android. I mean, it's like a must for any mature product, right? Yeah, we do have like a plan, but I mean, it still have to be wait until like Polkadot is ready. Then we'll see how we're going to do it. I mean, it's kind of like a meaningless to do it now, because I mean, like there's no real access on Polkadot at the moment.
Mhm.
So we have to wait until until the ecosystem is ready, or is more likely at least there are real access on the Polkadot ecosystem. Then there are user scenarios. Otherwise, I mean, it's just meaningless. Of course, we can develop an app, but what are we going to do with the app when there's no real access? You can get some test token to try out, but you might just as well to try it on our test nets.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. I know it's pretty late on your side there of the world, Jayden. What's the time there? Is it midnight?
Yeah, it's 8 minutes to the midnight.
Okay, okay, we're gonna rapid fire these last few questions here. I got about three or four more. Okay, so very exciting stuff, Jayden. Very exciting stuff. I hear that you're gonna be having your IDO on Polka Starter. Could you please tell the people what time and what date, if you have that information at hand right now? That'll be great at your disposal.
Wow, wow, wow. Actually, I just confirmed the exact time. Like even our community don't know about the
Oh
time
no
yet,
way!
but yeah.
Breaking news,
So
ladies
it's
and
like
gentlemen.
it's
Breaking
like
news
a
right now.
as a break it's a yeah, yes, just it's a breaking news. Like even the economist community, they're like everything they're asking us like what's the exact time. We just confirm the exact time. So the day is 16 March. Like I think most of people already know about it. So the exact time to start the IDO will be 2 p.m. UTC on 16 March.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get some of these Kono tokens, it's going to take place on March 16th at 2 p.m. UTC time on Polka Starter's infrastructure, okay? So do check that out. That's in what, 2 days, right? Yeah, we got about 2 days away from that. That should be on Tuesday if my memory serves me right here. So very, very exciting stuff, guys. Once again, breaking news. Jayden just announced it here live on the Crypto Lifestyle. The IDO will take place at 2 p.m. UTC time on March 16th on Polka Starter. Very, very cool stuff. Okay, I do have one last question here. Okay, and then we'll probably take two more and we'll end this live stream. Okay, so my last question actually comes from community member Luigi. like my boy Spanky
Okay.
says, yeah, like my boy Spanky says, who needs Mario when you got Luigi? But Luigi asks, Konomi question, is Konomi going to be launched on a SEX or also on Uniswap? So a centralized exchange or both?
We are open for both. Like I mean, the team is mentioning that okay, we are going to launch on sex. Of course, yeah, we will still prioritize on that. The reason why we didn't announce that which sex we are going to launch for now is because like we do not want to like compromise it yet, because we will only aim for like those top tier one exchanges. So yeah, so we will reveal our listing plans right after the IDOs. So let me keep it a secret first.
Sure, sure.
You guys will check it out after the IDO. I mean, like we are open to both. We're open to both DEX and SEX. Yeah.
Okay, but is there a possibility of you going? I know when it comes to exchanges, you can't talk and just tell me, hey, I can't say this. But would you be going on Uniswap though at all?
Yes, we are open to going on Uniswap, but yeah, you guys have to like wait for the official announcements. Yes, probably will be announced after the IDOs, like which places, which exchanges is going to be our initial launch.
Perfect. Fair enough. Once again, let me just show this quick
Yeah.
slide here for those who are probably just popping into the live stream. There you have it, 2 p.m. UTC time. Don't miss it. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one, boys. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. That's all I'll say. Okay, so there we have it. Those are my questions. And I do have one more here that was taken down beforehand. And it's a very interesting one. Community member, I believe Valdo also asked this, which is, has Konomi got any security audit in place? Pretty much, who audited your smart contracts and stuff?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a question that everybody is concerned about. Like,
Mhm.
the smart contract is well audited for now. Yeah, it's well audited. So probably we're going to like publish our audited reports after the IDOs or before the total launch. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you for confirming that.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys like should be pretty confident about security of our smart contract for now because like we can't do the IDOs if our smart contract is not fully audited. Like Polkadot,
Perfect.
they will not allow us to do this. Yeah.
Roger that, roger that. Okay, for the people in the
Yeah.
live chat, now is your chance to ask 2 questions. I'll take 2 questions, okay? So do bring them, Professor. I don't know if you sent me some already, but I don't think I got them updated here, so that'll be great for 2 more questions, guys, and then Jayden has to go to bed. It's almost midnight there, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna finish it up real fast here. So I actually got one here. Okay, this is a basic one here. So this is from Jokin, who asked, "How did the idea of Konomi started? When did everything started, and why?" And a little bit of background on the team, which I did ask myself. If you don't mind, yeah, breaking that down.
Yeah. I'm willing to share about like the backgrounds of the actually can check it out online just to say something that wasn't written online. So yeah,
Yeah,
for us actually we started this ideas in I would say it's like October August last year. We started this project in October, but we have this ideas in August last year. So for our team members, most of us were graduates from National University of Singapore. So it's a Singapore-based project. And for the core members, we have been like schoolmates for more than 10 years. We have
interesting.
been schoolmates since high school and university. So the team is like extremely bonded. So I mean, after our graduation from the college, some of them jumped straight into crypto in 2017. Some of them they went to traditional finance and ITs. So last year this team kind of like get together, yeah, because we are kind of like influenced by one of our seniors, yeah, who is the head of Parity Asia. So he always share about the
Wow,
visions of like what's
interesting.
Web3 and what's Polkadot with us. Yeah, he's
Good
one
stuff.
of the seniors. So yeah, so we are really influenced by him. So last year we get together and we have this idea of doing Konomi. So like people are wondering, so why do you choose the name Konomi? Yeah, I keep
Yeah,
seeing these questions in AMA. Sometimes I know this question because I think it's not very related to the project. So today just want to just tell you guys like why we choose this name because yeah, Konomi actually there's no like specific meaning to this
yeah.
word. It's the name of a cafe. Yeah, it's a
Is it?
cafe where me and our founder Ariel and
Wow,
some of other core team members we started this idea of doing this project. So
that's
it's a
interesting.
very memorable place for us. That's why we named this project for yeah for Konomi. Yeah.
There's some sentimental value there as well, right? I know the Chinese, you guys always have symbolism, right? Everything means something. Like the name of a project has a direct correlation or a meaning to something. So that makes a lot of sense there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got room for one more question. Who's it going to be, guys? Again, I can't really read that. So we got here another question from... Okay, last question from Menenhol, who asks, what are your plans for global expansion? We already actually went over that. Does focus only... Yeah, we went over that already, that question. So let me look for one last one here. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, we already asked that one as well, Eddie. Yep, everybody wants to know about the parachain, and we already went over that. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay. What are your plans to get global expansion? That already said. Okay. What are the biggest challenge for Konomi, would you say, and how can we as a community help with this? Zadi asks that. What is the biggest challenge for Konomi, and would you say, and how can we, the community, help with this?
Yeah, okay. Of course, there are like challenges ahead for us. Like one area is the parachain auctions, which I've mentioned just now. So if we don't get the parachains, the launch of Mainnet could be like postponed or delayed for another couple of months.
Yes.
So how the community can help us is they can help us with supporting us with dots. Yeah, of course they will be like rewarded. They will definitely be rewarded.
Of course.
And the reward is going to be like higher than those normal dot staking. Yeah. So another area that I would like to say is that, I mean, like even though like we really trust Gavin, like he really back up Polkadot, and yeah, but we don't know like when is Polkadot going to be live. Like let's say what if the Polkadot has been delayed to the later half of this year. So yeah, the mainnet of our product is going to be delayed by it. So in that sense, are we going to do our product on another public chain? So that could be a question that we are going to review. So if let's say if the Polkadot itself is delayed, yeah, so that could be another challenge for us, because I mean like we are doing our substrate, we are pretty comfortable with substrate, yeah, because it's like really it's pretty like developer friendly. So let's say if we're going to do another product, another public chain, then yeah, then it could be like a challenge for the dev team. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. So hey, that wraps it up. I know it's getting late in China. I really do appreciate you coming on to the program, Jayden. Thank you so much for answering those questions in great detail and answering for my community and for just anybody who's interested in Konomi. It has been quite an honor. I'm just going to say my conclusion here, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
No,
Yeah, thanks, Francis. Yeah,
no
it was
problem.
like an awesome talk with you.
Yes, no, my pleasure. And if you ever want to come back on, let me know. I would say this, though. Your Telegram chat has outperformed the price of Bitcoin in 2020. It has almost gone 100x, brother. But that's good stuff there. And before I say my conclusion, could you tell me one thing, Jayden? I really need to know this. Do you mind? What lifestyle are you living? What lifestyle are you living?
Crypto lifestyle.
There we go. You know what's up.
I got the answer.
You got the answer. Good one. Sometimes they just get still and they don't know what to say, but that was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to say my conclusion.
Yeah, that was like a surprise. Like, that was a surprise.
Hey, you got the right answer. That's all good. Well, guys, there you have it, man. Konomi isn't just about borrowing and lending, ladies and gentlemen, but instead, it's a full-fledged decentralized money market protocol where, frankly, Joe Schmuck could have full custody of his assets in a scalable way. So whether you're looking to invest, trade, or simply manage your assets in an effective and efficient way, Konomi got you covered. I personally expect Konomi to have a fast rise up in the market capitalization rankings, sitting somewhere in the billions in the near future, in my humbled opinion. Konomi is about to change the borrowing and lending game for a number of reasons, but more notably, due to the cross-chain liquidity and the XCMP messaging capabilities the Polkadot network supports, which certainly will separate them from the pack. And you can bet your bottom Satoshi I will be covering, updating, and paying very, very close attention to this true Polkadot gem of a project in the weeks and in the months to come. So you know what? There really isn't nothing left to say other than till the next video, you're on your own, brah. Later.